they're giving out the account number. I can hear the numbers.
Sales environments are loud.
Who is talking?
Multiple advisors that's pitching at the same time.
Since we use Krisp, very good. I was sitting opposite with the person who speaks so loud. Oh my God. So the person was actually reading out the disclosure to the customer. So it has a number. So the customer's like, wait. Who is that? Who is talking? We're like, no, wait, lady, wait. There's someone speaking there and they're giving out the account number. I can hear the numbers. It was so difficult coming back from that because like they were thinking it is an account number that they're giving out, and they started asking me questions, where you based and everything. So I don't think it is funny though, because on our customer side it's not funny at all. Me myself as well, I can't really give out my banking details to you if I can hear that you're maybe in a party or something. So it breaks that trust between you and the customer, so they end up not giving you the information that you require so you can help them.
Sales environments are loud. You need to have energy. Pitch at your best. Be loud. Just sell the product as best as you can. So it does get a bit frustrating if the next person to you is super loud. Because now it does create a little bit of confusion, which makes the conversation a bit difficult.
We did have a lot of concerns when it comes to actually assisting customers. So in a sales campaign, you have multiple advisors that's pitching at the same time. So a lot of confusion actually occurred there, whereby customers believed to have been missold, and it was definitely due to background noises.
Recently, before we started using Krisp, I remember having an old lady on the line begging at my assistance. It was a bit difficult because for the elderly, you need to kind of slow down. She asked, who's talking in the background? I apologize for that. Let her know that I have my colleagues in the background also assisting other customers. She said, well, tell them to shut up. And from there, the mind just goes blank. You don't know what to come back from there. Being in the financial sector, customers have a concern regarding fraud. Sometimes even our accents play a part in this. So they'll hear the accent and then there's a party going on in the background. They just think scam. The use of Krisp has helped build a lot of trust, because now with the noise cancellation, you do sound professional on the end as well.
Yeah, so before using Krisp, there was this discomfort when you're speaking to the customer, but when using Krisp, it's much different because like you gain that confidence, so it's more professional because there's no background noise. They can hear you that you actually focused on them. There's no background noise disturbing.
Yeah, it does really help with the confidence. That's a very good one. But if you know you've got Krisp, you know you can maintain the tone one way and they'll hear you clearly throughout the call. When dealing with customers, we have quality assessors who ensure that the service we provide is actually excellent. If you do not hear the customer clearly on their end and you have to ask them to repeat themselves, that is considered a markdown under active listening. Ever since we've used Krisp, and now that the noise is cancelled on both sides, the conversation is much clearer, so there is no need for them to repeat themselves like they used to.
So when we do a log on to Krisp on the morning, if you click onto the profile, it gives you the option of cancelling the headset as well as cancelling the customer side noises as well. So that's something that we are actually using at the moment.
Once had a customer as well who is actually driving while speaking to me on the call. So I can actually hear the car moving, the noise and everything. I could ask the customer to repeat themselves 1,000 times and they were very angry at me. They actually marked me down on NPS. But now I've never had some situation like that because we are using Krisp. No, I've never. So it is working.
The main KPIs that we actually have at the moment is our average handling time, since we are customer base driven, as well as our net promoter score, as well as CSATs. A lot of this has actually dropped prior to using Krisp, and once again these are because of the noise that we've been experiencing. Since we actually had Krisp, there's been a huge drop in regards to defectors when it comes up to NPS, ASATs, as well as our AHT. He was my highest AHT advisor and she was my lowest NPS advisor. When I've been doing call observations, I tend to find that he has to repeat himself to customers. Since Krisp has been installed, his calls are much shorter now. He's actually one of my top AHT advisors. And likewise with her on my NPS side. First call resolution has my AHTs dropped. Repeated callbacks has actually dropped as well. So since Krisp has actually been installed, my callback rate over a month is actually at 2%, where my target is 5%. So I'm well below what I should be achieving. Once a customer asks you straight away, where are you calling us from? And yes, when we say down South Africa or Durban or so, the customers then lose interest and say, no, can you just transfer me back over to a USA advisor? Sometimes if you're unable to put them through to a USA advisor, they normally do cut the call on us and they call us back in. Now due to them calling through an IVR, that call could be routed back to South Africa. So there's no control of that. With the accent conversion, I do feel that it would make a big difference.
The customer can hear you like it's a different accent. They will actually be honest with you that I can't really understand you, have a different accent, where are you based? And when you have to actually say that I'm based in South Africa, and they'll be like, what? I'm in US, how can you help me when you're on the other side of the world? But I think it is understandable because if you can hear someone from Korea, you actually have a hard time understanding them. So they really want to have the person they trust so they can give out that information. So yeah, it will help us. They will hear you clearly and they won't actually need more in terms of that. And also the NPS, they will rate you up because you're a professional.
They'll just come on the call, can I speak to someone who speaks English? And you're thinking at the time, I am speaking English. However, they don't understand you and they genuinely don't. So in a way, it also crushes your confidence as an agent. Jumping onto the next call, you're not as confident as you were at the beginning of the call. With the accent conversion, that sounds like a brilliant plan.
A new teammate come into my team and me trying to pitch Krisp to them. I'll obviously play a call for them of which they've taken without Krisp being installed. And then I will obviously play another call of theirs where Krisp has been installed. Let them spot the difference for themselves. In the same way it will be for a customer, the customer will prefer the one that sounds better.
As someone who likes to perfect everything he does, I like to regard myself as one of the top agents in the campaign. You don't want to be a problem yourself when the customer is experiencing a problem. You just want to be the solution or help them get to a solution. So I'd use that to motivate them to make use of Krisp. Let them know that the reason why my AHT dropped so drastically is because of Krisp. The reason why I do not have to ask customers to repeat themselves is Krisp. So everything will just be pushed. Krisp direction, Krisp. So thank you.